Hello, I'm Luke, and this is our SOP for Iipp. The topics we'll be talking about are hand washing, safety, electrical, ladder safety, spill safety with a little bit of bleach, and cross-contamination. Hands should always be washed before putting your hand into a tank to prevent cross-contamination. Wet hands for about 5 to 10 seconds before adding soap. Use unscented soap to prevent harmful fragrances that can harm our organisms. Then you want to scrub your hands. This includes under nails, wrists, and arms for about 20 seconds. Then rinse your hands, making sure all soap is thoroughly rinsed. Hand washing is important to keep yourself safe from zoonotic diseases. Do not touch electrical with wet hands. Possible death may ensue. Always dry your hands thoroughly with paper towels and then dispose of the waste in a designated trash can around the aquarium. There are many hand washing stations in the aquarium. The two that are included in the lab, one by the front door of the aquarium, and then one by touch tank. Do not use Dawn dish soap for hand washing since it is fragranced and it can cause harm. Cords should not be left in trash cans with water or in areas where water/salt water can touch electrical components. Once again, do not touch electrical with wet hands. You should go dry them off immediately. Common signs of hazardous water are if your hands are tingling. Immediately remove your hands. If power trips, staff should be aware and the backup generator for the lab tanks should be turned on immediately. Cords and outlets should be installed above tanks and refrain from keeping them below tanks.
Okay.
Ladders should be safely stored in their designated spaces, always. These are located in the front of the class, right next to the cabinets with pumps, electrical, filter socks, etc. Ladders should be taken out and safely analyzed before use. If the ladder is unsafe, such as wobbling, too much rust, things poking out, or will not open all the way, these ladders are not safe according to OSHA standards. If there is something wrong with the ladder that is against OSHA standards, it must be tagged and staff should be notified immediately. Then it should be properly put away with a tag on it to let people know. When working on tanks, there tends to be a spillage on the aquarium floors. When spills occur, there should be a wet floor sign that is placed down immediately. The wet floor signs are located under the lab sink by monster tank. You should get a towel from the towel cabinet located under the coral prop tank. Thoroughly clean the floors of the spill with a towel. Put the sign back where you found it and put the towel away to dry. The drying rack is located in the yard. You should remove any dry towels and take them to be folded. This is to keep them from stacking onto each other and not drying, resulting in mildew. and nothing to dry. Once other towels are taken off, put your towel onto the drying rack, making sure it is not folded over any other towels. Also, lastly, you should try to prevent spills by putting down towels beforehand or being mindful when taking things out of the tank or transporting buckets. Now we're going to talk about bleach spills. So first off, in order to clean up bleach, you need thiosulfate, which will be in the cabinet under the sink in the left side of the classroom. Then I'm going to grab PPE and put gloves on. And then what you want to do to properly clean up the bleach spill is you want to get 16 ounces of warm water and mix 3 tablespoons of thiosulfate in the glass, and then pour it on, and it will soak up the bleach and it will leave like a kind of like a foamy residue. And then you clean that up with a towel, and then clean it with DI water right after. And then you obviously put the waste in a hazardous container jar, or hazardous waste basically. You should always wash your hands before putting your hand in any tank. Cross-contamination can occur when touching a specific thing or moving that to another surface without washing your hands or removing gloves. To prevent cross-contamination, do not put your hand in the tank, then move it to another tank without washing your hands properly. First, do not touch pet food or animals, and then touch water or organisms without washing your hands. You should wear proper PPE with handling any animals or touch tanks. Overall, just be really mindful about the organisms you are touching in tanks with working with animals.